In our previous class, we discussed about locations and RDS and how we can link RDS with the locations. These
Look,
topics we have discussed.
RDS we can link it with location, grade, and jobs, right?
RDS can be linked with location,
Grade,
grades,
jobs,
and jobs and departments.
correct.
Departments. These four are linked to RDS and can be linked to business unit. They can't be linked directly to the business unit.
But whereas position can be linked directly to business unit.
Yeah, position can be linked directly to the business unit.
Okay.
Okay. So after locations, we will, if you go through the enterprise structure, we have the top level as an enterprise. So what the company, what the client comes to us is nothing but the enterprise. So there is only a single enterprise in the entire Oracle
Company. For
thing,
one company.
entire Oracle Fusion. We have only single enterprise. So
For one organization.
Organization.
Yes.
So under enterprise, we have divisions. So these divisions, as I told, is of an optional one. This doesn't plays a major role in Oracle Fusion. Oracle Fusion also doesn't supply more options to divisions. Later stages, they might have, they might give more options to division and make it compulsory. So if you talk what is division, divisions are generally used to segregate business units or departments or other organizations which are having common features. First major thing, what the help of divisions we can say it, they use to combine or they use to bring together all the business units, departments or other organizations which are sharing the common feature. That is one of the importance of division. And also division can also be used to estimate the profits and losses. If you have companies in 5 different countries, if you want to estimate the profits and losses of each country, we use divisions in each country and we estimate the profit and losses of the company in those division areas. That is the one of the major advantage of using divisions in our enterprise structure or organization structure. So later we have LDG. So under divisions, we have LDG and ledgers. So what is LDG? LDG means legislative data group. This plays a vital role in payroll module. So this LDG is used to determine the legislation for legal employer. So what does this legislative data group consist of? Means this legislative data group is a combination of legislation, currency, and costing structure. So whatever the payroll costs take place, based on the country rules we have, we form the legislative data group. It is compulsory to have a single, at least one LDG to each country. It's necessary to have at least one. For example, we are having business in India. We should have Indian LDG. We are having our business in US, India. So we should have two LDGs. One is US LDG and one is Indian LDG. So we can also have multiple LDGs in US. For example, in US, there are so many countries. For our flexibility, we can use multiple LDGs for US also. But one LDG is compulsory based on the rules and regulations of the country human resources of the country. That is LDG place. Next thing is ledger. This ledger plays a major role in finance activities. So whenever we we run payroll and we give the salaries to the employees, we have to maintain the financial things. So these things were held in the ledger, and in human resources, it plays a major role, but a financial consultant in our company will take care of this ledger, but it is a part of HCM thing also. So we will talk all these three, define all these three in our Oracle Fusion. Okay. So
Yeah.
let's go to our implementation projects. To go to our implementation project, we have to go to functional FSM environment.
Yeah.
Next, we have to go for our implementation project.
Correct.
So if you see here, there are so many implementation projects we are having. Wherever we implement, it reflects in our environment. If you implement in international, or if you reflect in Sony implementation project, or if you reflect in Sriram Enterprise, it in turn implements to our environment. So wherever we do our tasks, it implements in the entire environment. So we shouldn't bother about doing here or there. So as we created our CRM enterprise, go to here and we start creating a division. So the task used to create division is manage divisions.
Yes.
So if you go to manage divisions, this is the task. Go to the task.
Yeah.
So create a division. So there might be very less things while we are creating division, because till now Oracle not provided much options in divisions. Keep a name for division. US Sri Ram US division, and we can give an active status, and this context value is descriptive text fields. So action reasons, we can give action reason why you are creating. If any location present, we can give our location. So already we created some locations. We can search for a location.
These are all
Optional
optional, right?
things. Yes, yes. So we have an Hyderabad location, but we are searching for US location. So we can give this location. We can put here Indian location, Indian division. So we can create a location also, and we can add this location also. Next, if you go to next, so here we can assign a reporting name to this division and the manager to that division. Those are optional. If we have an employee and give the manager option to him, we can assign a manager to the division also. Okay. Next, we can go to next and we can review this and we can submit it. So this is how we can create a division. So search for the division which we created.
Yeah.
So this is the division we are having, Sriram India. So next, after this, we have
legal
to
entity.
no. We have to create an LDG first. So we talk to in this class we will talk about LDG and ledger. In next class we will talk about legal entity, legal employer, PSU, reporting unit, and TRUs. Okay. So next, create a legislation, manage legislative. We go on manage legislative data group is a task to create our legislative group.
But this
yeah,
this LDG ultimately has to be linked with this one, right? Legal entity.
yeah, we have to link this LDG to legal entity.
Okay.
So okay, we can create an LDG.
So LDG we can create independently.
Yeah, we can create, or already they are present. For example, US LDGs are present. We can create also. For some countries, LDGs are not present. So we can use already present LDGs also. Let us use already present LDGs.
Okay.
So US LDG is already present. So use if you see LDG, so US legislative data group, the country is United States and currency is US dollars, and we have cost allocation structure. In payroll costing, we use this cost allocation structure, and we had a detailed theoretical discussion on this cost allocation structure in our payroll module. Okay. For example, we are using Indiana. We can have an Indian legislation also predefined. So this is our Indian legislative data group. We can have Indian legislative data group having currency Indian rupees and country as India. So we can use directly.
Mainly it is nothing but it specifies which country and which currency.
Correct. Which country, which currency, and what is the cost allocation we are using, structure we are using.
Okay.
Okay. Next, we can create a primary ledger.
Okay.
Manage primary ledger is the task to create the ledger. You can go to the task and we can create a ledger. So ledger, what ledger mainly contains? Ledger mainly contains chart of accounts, accounting calendar, currency, and accounting method. Give a ledger. For example, Sri Ram India.
No, okay. Can you go back?
Yeah. Yes.
No, again, come to that LDG, create LDG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we create LDG.
So, okay, fine. Okay, now create.
Okay,
Create.
we are having already LDGs now. We use the already present LDGs. So for India, already Oracle has defined an LDG.
Oh, okay.
So
Delivered.
delivered
LDG.
LDG. This is
Okay.
a delivered LDG. If some countries, if Oracle is not present, we can create an LDG based on our requirement.
Oh,
Okay, for example, in certain places we are using other based on the rules we use this LDGs. So for India, they want to our flexibility. For North India, we want one LDG. For South India, we want other LDG. Then we create an LDG of our specificness or our flexibility, our requirements based on our requirements.
Okay. So after this, after
We go
LDG,
to ledger.
Ledger. Okay. Ledger. Is it mentioned in the sequence of task that you're doing? How you know that next
What we
has to
have
be
to do
ledger?
is ledger and LDG should be linked with our legal entity. So we create ledger and LDG.
No, but no. What I want to know is how do you know that after LDG ledger has to be created? That flow. How are you getting here?
Why? Because and why? Because if you see our structure.
No, that I understand.
In our
But
structure,
but how?
I will explain you. I will explain you. So we have enterprise at the top level. We have division down. So this legal entity is supplied to this ledger and LDG and then linked to this division or enterprise. If division is there, nothing to worry. Under enterprise, we have legal entity. This legal entity must be supplied with ledger and LDG. So that legal entity, we can identify how we have to supply all the things to the legal entity.
Okay.
Okay, when we are discussing about legal entity, we will come to know how we assign the ledger and LDG to the legal entity.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. You share this Excel sheet to me, okay?
Okay, sure.
Very informative.
Yeah. So
ledger,
manage primary.
You're creating or already existing ledger is there?
We will create a ledger. Already existing ledger we can use. Let us create a ledger for us.
Okay.
Give Indian rupees, okay, or IT chart account, Indian chart account, and we have government calendar. We can use whatever we require. So here we use currency as Indian rupees, INR Indian rupees, and method we can use Indian standard accrual, and we can save and close this.
Okay.
So this is how we create a division, and then we create a LDG, and then we create a legal ledger. So in our next class, we will talk about legal entity and how we assign this ledger and LDG to legal entity. Okay. Thank you. We can wind up the class.